Howdy, Shasta College. How you all doing out there? This is the end. This is the end, beautiful friends. Tomorrow is it for the semester, fall semester 2023. You won't forget it because you saw some awesome films that maybe you never thought about watching, never heard of, I hope. And you learned something, I hope, that cinema is everywhere. Cinema is passion, it's our story, our collective story, ongoing story. You're reading about recently, movie theaters have had troubles making comeback from the pandemic. People are starting to trickle back into the theaters. Cinema has definitely changed, always changes with the technology, changes with the culture. And so it's always in fluidity. Um, So don't let anybody tell you movies are over, and they're not just gonna be 10-second TikTok videos, folks. Even you will get tired of that. Want something more meaningful, something deeper, something more substantial. Perhaps you'll tell your story. You have a story to tell. We all do. Go tell it. Go tell it and stick it up on YouTube. Um, Stick it on your iPhone. Share it on social media. That's the new platform. Go for it. But don't bore anybody with it. Make it make it count. Because if it doesn't count, what's the point? Um, Follow your dreams, and I know you have them. Maybe you're afraid to say what they are. Don't shout them out. Don't let anybody say no to you. I mean, unless it's proper to say no to you. What I mean is, when I was trying to make my films, lots of people say no to me because they don't want to give money. You walk away from them. You don't let them defeat you. You move on to the next person. Maybe they'll give you some money to make your dream come true, or you go earn it yourself. There's a way to do it. If you let people control you by their answers, by their belief, by their meaning, you're never going to get anywhere. You've got to do it yourself. That's why I like the punk rock ethos. DIY, do it yourself. And you could do it now. All the social media platforms, we don't need these other people. All you need, simple device, an idea, and a passion to go tell your story. That is, if you have a story to tell. I know this isn't a filmmaking class. Too bad. They don't teach filmmaking on the community level, or I'd be teaching the class because filmmaking is a passion. It's a calling. You write the scripts, get your friends around, you go out and make a movie. It'll change your life. I guarantee it. Um, Treat people the way you deserve to be treated. Don't be an asshole going through the world. Be the opposite of that. Be remembered by how well you treat people. Keep watching movies. They're never ending. This every night I sit over here on my couch with my cats, my bastard cats, and the whole world of cinema opens up to me here in this studio that I've been living in with my guitars and my movie equipment and my paintings and my bastard cats. The whole world is at my feet, at my fingertips, and my remote control, and lets my imagination see what's going on out there. It helps to get inspired. You don't watch movies to kill time. You don't want to kill time. Time is short. You don't think it is? It is. I am now officially closer to the grave than I was when I started. The grave is calling, folks. And if that doesn't speed you up, I don't know what does. There's tragedies in the world, wars in the Mid East, wars in the Ukraine, wars on the continent of Africa. There's a war going on somewhere where kids' lives are getting cut short. They don't have time to dream because they're dodging bullets and bombs. It's not happening here yet. We have the privilege of dreaming some big dreams, privilege to go out and accomplish them. Only thing stopping us is ourselves. I know you're all in college. Maybe, hopefully, you go to a 4-year college. Keep educated, folks. Education never stops. Knowledge is power. And the people who want you to stay stupid and dumb, politicians or corrupt financiers or whomever, your bosses, they hate people who have knowledge because all of a sudden they can't get over on you because you know too much. You can never know too much, folks. Keep up the education. It's powerful. Don't care what the naysayers say about you're not going to get a job. Well, jobs have always been hard to find. They've never been easy. It's never been, it's just, it's all relative to the times we live in. Education is about knowledge. It's not a, it's not about getting a good paying job somewhere. Be nice if that is happens. Awesome. But that's up to you and your character and the knowledge you have and the knowledge you could bring. So I say bring it. Keep watching movies. Every day in the paper it says cinema is over. Yeah, the cinema that I grew up with is over. It is. It's different. We didn't have Netflix and Amazon and all this other stuff. We didn't have little things like this to go make a movie on. It wasn't easy to get a movie made or to tell your story or to get an audience. Nothing worthwhile is easy. If it was, we'd all be not doing it because we'd say it's too easy. The challenge is to go out there, follow your passion, your dreams, use your education and your knowledge. Cinema is the greatest collective art form in the history of man. More people have been affected by cinema, from the silence to the films of the Depression, World War II, the 50s. Remember the 50s, the method acting, the 60s, the revolution in the streets, Easy Rider, The Graduate, to the 70s with Raging Bull and Taxi Driver, Shampoo. Half the movies I can't cover because this class is not that long. Yeah, I know. 17 weeks sounds a lot to you, but it's a drop in the bucket in cinema. And here we are in the 2023. It's crazy, man. And every day I read the New York Times and I'm always looking at the movie reviews. What's coming up next? Oh, there's something. Something always catches my eye. Yes, do I mock a lot of it? I absolutely do because I'm an equal opportunity mocker. If I don't like something, I mock it out of ignorance, really. I haven't seen the new Barbie movie. I will see it when it comes down to Netflix. Hasn't been there yet. I don't want to pay $20 yet for it. Am I excited about it? Not really. Will I hopefully learn something? I hope. Everything isn't there for my wanting to like it. The world doesn't operate that way. I read novels, I follow music, most of it's crap. And then there's some diamonds in the rough, and that's what you look at. That's what you got to find. But you never stop. The impact of cinema on our lives, you can't even hardly judge it. We've got classes in college now about movies. Never had that in the 20s, 30s, 40s. They started in the late 50s. They did when they finally saw the impact of movies, that it's just not an entertainment or a time killer. It's holding up a mirror to who we are. It's allowing us to look at who we are. And a lot of it's fun, a lot of it's terrifying, but we need to face it. By facing it, we understand it. By facing who we are and understanding it, it's called wisdom. And hopefully you attain that one day. Who are we? Well, why don't you go tell your stories and show us? We need you. Thank you for being in this class. It's weird, I know, all this online stuff. It is what it is how it is. It's the world we live in. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, it's been my pleasure to be your humble professor of cinema here at Shasta College. I hope you guys go spread the joy for the holiday weekends and don't spend too much money because that's not what it's about and you know it. Don't let anybody guilt trip you into buying a bunch of fancy stuff. Give yourself to somebody, say hello, tell them you love them, and hopefully you get love in return. Then pass it on. Okay, students, that's it. I'll see you on the down low. I'll see you down the road. I'll see you at the movies.